Hello, everyone. So, since school is starting very soon, I thought I'd give some advice to incoming freshmen since I was just a freshman. I'm now an incoming sophomore. So, I was very scared as a freshman, I'm not even gonna lie. So, I thought I'd help you guys out with some tips and stuff so you don't have to go through the same scary experience as me. So, first thing, I guess this one depends on how big your school is. My school is the biggest in my state, so I was like really scared, as you could imagine. So, basically, I got so lost, and like some people were just like, oh my gosh, it only took me, like 1 day to like find all my classes. It took me 4 days, and it's just, oh my goodness. Literally, I'm not even gonna like joke or anything. I was crying, like literally, I almost wanted to cry. I didn't cry, but I wanted to cry almost on like the third day because I was so done with getting lost. Like my school is so big, and like it's so big that it has like labeled buildings, like A building, B building, C building, stuff like that. And so most of my classes were in Z building, but not all of them. And well, my biology class, which I took biology in freshman year, was all the way in C building. Well, all science classes are in C building. And so since I had to go from D to C, I like got so lost. So my first tip to you is to check out your classes before the school year starts. I was stupid enough not to do it, and even since I'm like incoming sophomore and I know my way around, I'm still gonna go do it. I'm still gonna go in and see where my classes are because I learned my lesson. Just make sure. I really highly recommend that you go to the school before school starts and you see where all your classes are. Like that's like my number one tip right there. My other tips are time management, especially since for me, I got a lot. Obviously in high school you're gonna get a lot of work, and well, I had like block scheduling. So it would be like, how like there's like well, for me it's 8 periods in a day, and so a block schedule would be two periods in one, basically. So it'd be 2 periods in the same class, and there was like A days, B days, C days, stuff like that. And so like let's say I had English and math on like an A day, and then like history and science on a B day. So if I had an A day that day, so that'd be like, let's say an English homework, but it was like this big thing, I could break it up into 2 days. So I could do some of it today and then do some of it tomorrow since I don't have that class that day. So time management is very important, and especially like scheduling your time to make sure you have everything done. Especially regarding the type of classes you have. Like I was in college prep, so I didn't have like really big amounts of work, but I had, a good amount of work still. And since I'm in my sophomore year, I'm gonna have honors classes, so it's gonna be even more. So time management is number one. Well, no, number two. And then number three, what was I gonna say? Number three, oh yeah, number three would be organization. Organization is a big one. So if I were you, I would do like a folder or binder, whatever you feel comfortable with for like each subject. Like I had a folder for math, and then I had the double-sided binder that was for English and World Studies, and like just for each one, just make sure you're organized. If you're not organized, you're really not gonna do well. Like I'm gonna promise you that you will not do well at all. Cause I had classes with students who, some of them were like very unorganized, and like the teachers like look in their backpacks and be like, oh my goodness, like there's like, a pretty good mess in there. And like, I'm sure they didn't, like, I'm not trying to say like bad things about my fellow, classmates, but I guess they didn't do their very best. Trying to be nice here anyway. So yeah, so 3 is organization, and plus your teacher should be able to help you with that. but folders and everything. And you should also use your planner. I never really used my planner because, well, I was able to remember it, but it's still very important to use your planner to write down things. Like I'd write down important things like tests and big tests and stuff. And like the fourth one is study. I mean, that should be an obvious one, but not everybody does it because they think, oh, I get like, I could remember this, whatever. Or like they'll, instead of studying or something, they'll go out with their friends. Like it's very important that you study, even if it's with your friends. Studying is so important, especially in high school. For me, my thought of high school would basically, if you fail now, you're basically like gonna fail your life. I don't know. I mean, I know that's really like that's not completely true, but high school is like, I kind of like to think of it as, I know this is kind of like weird, but I kind of like to think of it as an essay. And high school is like your thesis statement, and like, because your thesis statement is the roadmap to your essay. So I kind of think like what you do is high school, and that leads into college is going to reflect on your future. So that's why I'm trying to like say like do really well in high school so you could have a positive future. I mean, obviously you're going to have a positive future, but you want to make the right choices for your future. Let's see. So I already have 4 tips. Another one, which would be I guess 5, would be nice to your teachers, and I'm not saying like kiss up to them or anything, but be respectful to them. At least be respectful and stuff. I mean, you don't have to like kiss their butts and say, oh, I love you, love you, and get them a present like each holiday. Like you don't have to do that. I mean, I did, but that's just because that's just kind of the type of student I am. But be respectful to them, because in the long run it really helps you out, especially if you're like missing like a test or something. If you're nice to them, they will definitely give you a higher chance of being able to redo that test or essay, unless they're really strict. Like it depends on the teacher. So yeah, those are my many tips. I hope this helps you out for your incoming freshman year. And yeah. I'm gonna have another video up soon about school supplies and stuff. So yeah, alright. I hope these tips help you out.